Hello? Oh my God, you wouldn't believe this. I got caught. I'm a stupid dog. And I didn't even get caught. The man got caught talking to the cat as if he was talking to the talking dog. I mean, oh my God, we got caught. It wasn't even the dog. It was the cat. The cat is a frumpy cat that lays around all day long and searches out the most beautiful patches of sunshine she could find, with the most dust particles swirling around her to get stuck in her ginormous frilly coat. Oh my God, this cat. What this cat does is she spends like an hour and a half or 2 hours every 24 exploring. She might explore reaches of the nethersphere. She might hook up with that one guy who was exploring. I don't know, that like he died. I don't know. He was a white guy, then the black guy took over. No one knew what was going to happen when the cat. She was like a big fan. She couldn't talk, but she was like intimating. The cat couldn't talk, but she was intimating. And I took her for a walk. I take her for a walk all the time. I'd like to take the dogs for the walk better because the dogs know what's going on. Maybe it's the little girl dog from Madam Yes. You know, maybe it's my own fellow beautiful dog, the dog, and he could talk to me, could tell me what's going on. The cat, she can't tell me what she wants to reach out farther and farther. She would be like a great guest star on the Star Trek Enterprise. This cat of mine, she would want to be like Daniel Boone and Daniel Crockett. They're going to go try to figure out how far you can reach out, how far you can go, how far you can establish. This cat, she's like always trying to, recreate the borders. Do something. But she doesn't understand that once you run out there as a cat, you might get run over by a golf cart. You could be run over by a dune buggy. You might be run over by Herbie the lug bug. Herbie the love bug. No one knows what's going to happen. But I thought it'd be me and the dog. I'm a stupid dog. I'm relating what the man said. The man's like, I thought it'd be me and the dog, but it was me and the cat. I could not believe it was me and the cat. My cat jumped out the window. She wanted to run up on the hillsides and research and extend like almost our manifest destiny. She wanted to explore deeper into the realms beyond our borders. And what happened was I was trying to tell her, you got to be careful. You can't go too far. You got to be coming back. It stresses me out when you disappear for 3 or 4 days. And I look up and there was this guy on his golf cart. He was on my own property. He was on my property with his old, gnarly, beautiful, she was a beautiful gray-haired lady. I don't know how beautiful gray-haired ladies can be that beautiful. She laughed at me. He laughed at me. They said, we didn't want to disturb you when you were talking to your cat and telling your cat she had to be careful. She couldn't go too far away because I didn't want to disturb you, the man said. And his beautiful gray-haired old lady, she's like 75, but hot. How could a 75-year-old lady be hot? She was hot. She laughed at me. I'm a stupid man. I'm like 57, 58. I'm 58. I'm pushing 59, but she laughed at me. She made me feel, oh my God, I can't believe you. And they all laughed at me. And they had these 2 giant pooter doodles, Great Dane pooter doodles, a cross between a Great Dane and a Labradoodle, or a cross between a poodle and a Great Dane. I don't know. They were these 2 big giant regal dogs with curly hair. They looked at me like, we love you so much because you're obviously you're letting that cat figure it out for itself. You're letting that cat try to do what she wants to do. You're giving that cat the room she needs to explore. You're giving that cat the room she needs to become who she is. You're giving that cat the room to self-identify and to become who she wants to become. You're giving that cat the room to become all she could be. And those Labradoodles came from a family, let them, not Labradoodles, Great Dane Doodles become all they could be. They're like, we know what's going on. We know what's going on. They all knew. The hot 75-year-old lady, the handsome 80-year-old man, and they all had their teeth, and they were all healthy. They were all prime. They were all beautiful. And I was like, oh, my God, you startled me. They're like, we didn't want to startle you. We were going to let you play it out because we knew you were a cool dude trying to let that cat foster its own identity and figure out what it wanted to do for itself. And I had a scared dog that was running around. The dog was like, don't draw me into this, man. That's not cool. I know. Yeah. The dog was like, I know. Those Labradoodle, those Great Dana Doodles, they were happy because they're like, oh my God, we found somebody. And the old lady that was hot at 75 and the old man was handsome at 82. And the Labradoodles, they were calm, collected, and they were using the last entity of their little tiny brainoids to say, yeah, we're all in this together. And I was like, oh my God, you startled me. And they're like, oh, forgive us. I was like, you forgive me? I didn't know. I hate it when you catch me, giving my cat so much leeway, giving my cat so much. And this is a gnarly, stinky cat. She doesn't lick her coat that good. She lays around like 19 hours, 27 hours a day. If there was 27 hours a day, this cat would lay around for 26.5. I don't know. It's okay. Don't worry about it. This was a take it takes, and it really happened. And I'm a stupid man, and I'm a stupid dog, I'm a stupid cat. Meow. I don't know what's going on. All I know is we got caught trying to let the cat have a little leeway, and the Great Dana Doodles and their hot mistress with her straight roped gray hair, and the man who spoke up and said, we were letting you have your leeway. We didn't want to startle you because we knew you were one of us. And that's the thing. I was like, I'm like one of them. I didn't know I was one of them till I was one of them on a lower thing. Like, I'm one of them, like, lower down. I wish I was trying to become a something that would be higher. But I was like, I'm a lower, version of them. I'm a down thing. I'm like 13th place. I'm like on the spokes, the 13th spoke back. That's me and my cat. My cat, I'm trying to convince. You could go up there and try to do it. The cat's like, I'm going to do it tomorrow. We got to build it up. The cat's like, we got to build it up. Tomorrow will be the next day, the next day, the next day. We can't just explore. We're not like Daniel Boone and Mr. Clark that go romping off through the woods. We got to ease it in, we back it off. We go this far, we come back. We go a little farther, we come back. It's like dipping into the cold water of the Delaware River in May of Pennsylvania. You got to work your way in, you work your way back. You work your way in, you work your way back. You might find an Indian head arrow. You might find an old piece of shard of pottery. You keep working your way in, you work your way back. You work your way in, you get up to your gonads. Your gonads are electric. They're like, oh my God, the gonads are not meant for this cold of water. You ease the gonads in, you bring them back. You ease them in. I was trying to convince my cat to go up there and explore because my dog was too much of a pussy. The dog's like, oh my God, the man, I'm too much? What? I can't believe you said that, the man. I was like, the dog, you were too chicken shit to go up there and look for a squirrel. And the dog was like, I know there was no squirrels up there, so that's why I didn't want to go up there. I was like, the dog, you should have gone up there because I was trying to coax you up there, trying to push you up there. And the dog was like standing by the door when these people went by. He didn't even bark. He didn't even alert me. I was trying to coax the cat to go up in the mound. Go search, go foray. And these people, I looked up, I was like, oh my God, shit, I didn't know you were there. They're like, we didn't want to scare you. We don't want to intrude on your moment with your cat when you're trying to convince your cat and your pussy dog was already laying down on your door hearth. The door hearth was already occupied by your stupid dog. And the dog was like, oh my God, I can't believe you. I was like, no, it was already that way, the dog. You just couldn't accept that you were a pussy. The cat was like, oh my God, I want to go up there, but I need a little push. I need a little push. I was trying to give that cat a little push. I looked up, and these two people were sitting on a golf cart. It was a hot mistress. She had stringy ropes of gray hair. But she was hot and pretty, and she laughed at me like I was a fool. The man was like 83. He's like, we didn't want to. He was like verbal. He tried to say, hey, he did say, no, we just were not trying to scare you because we knew what you're trying to do. You're trying to coax that cat up there to foray into the nethersphere. And the Labradoodles were like, oh my God, I can't believe. I did not think that our masters were real until I saw there was another master out there that would communicate with a dog that didn't want to communicate with him, but a cat that was definitely communicating. A cat. He was trying to implore her to go explore. He was trying to implore her to go explore. And we watched it all, and we're like, oh my God, this poor guy, he can't get that cat to go explore because she's tentative, because this was her first day of exploration. The dog was already laying on the dog hearth, and they were sitting in the golf cart. Two giant Great Dana Doodles. And an 83-year-old man and a 79-year-old woman, they were like laughing at me. But the Great Dana Doodles were like, yeah, we get it. Yeah, you're cool. You're all right. And the woman was like laughing, like, it's okay, don't worry about it. She was giving me a laugh like, it's all right, you trying. And I picked up my fat cat and I walked it back to the manor house over here in Western Kentucky. And the man said, we didn't want to startle you. We didn't want to scare you. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I apologized to them. They apologized to me. And those two Labradoodles, they were looking at me like, God bless, buddy. I didn't know it was real. Those two Labradoodles, that's the thing. Those two Labradoodles, like, we didn't know this was real. We thought these two old fossils were idiots, but now we know they're cool. And the Labradoodles are like, yeah, this is all right. This is a thing. We are in reality. We got this. We can, and I'm a stupid dog, so don't worry about it. And the man was like, it's all right, don't worry about it. And the Labradoodles were all right, don't worry about it. And the cat, the mangy, thick-haired, long-haired cat, she was like, hey, it all comes down to me today. I was like the one, okay, don't worry about it. This is really weird. If you could follow this, that may be good, that may not be that good. If you could follow this, that may be good, it may not be that good. I don't know. It's all right. I'm a young, stupid dog. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I'm a young, stupid dog. It's all right. Don't worry about it.